Good evening and welcome to the Financial Week. I'm Herman Green. Director of Corporate Communications at Flow, Keon Mitchell, is reporting this evening that full service has been restored after the company's network went down for several hours.
This morning we had an issue on our mobile network, and as a result of that, voice services and SMS services would have been disrupted for those customers. Our data services, however, were unaffected. We're happy to report that all services have been restored, and our technical teams, both locally and globally, continue to monitor the situation.
But at least one businessman is questioning whether he will be compensated for the network downtime, which began late in the night and lasted until about noon today. The businessman, who operates a car rental service in St. Mary, explained that he had to compensate his clients for the inconvenience after the tracking system used, which is powered by Flow, caused vehicles to shut down overnight.
I use a tracking company that monitors my system. So we have this thing where we turn off the system in the nights at about 1, and in the morning they resume it for us that we can move, because with the theft of vehicles. So this morning when we were to resume, we understand that there was a problem with Flow, so none of my vehicles could be resumed. I mean, as far as I understand, this morning at about 4, I can say from about 4 till 11, I was totally incapacitated because I could move. And I think this needs to be dealt with, and dealt with fast, because it has a lot of implications on business people, on individuals on a whole. And it's as if it's not a big deal to these companies.
Local Government Minister Desmond McKenzie says despite paying billions of dollars to the Jamaica Public Service Company, JPSCO, in street lighting debt, several communities across the island still don't have adequate street lights. He says it's a complaint municipal corporations across the country have had to grapple with for months.
Concerns continue to be raised by almost every councillor across the country about the state of streetlights and the fact that in some areas they're not seeing the improvements that they are expecting. We have paid close to $5 billion to the Jamaica Public Service Company. The last $1 billion was paid to them last week.
And Mr. McKenzie says paying down the streetlight debt has depleted the ministry's ability to pursue other projects across the parishes.
The country cannot afford the luxury of this humongous streetlight bill that we have to pay. It is totally impossible for us to maintain. The ministry has to find close to $700 million every month.
Crude prices held firm today. Oil for delivery in August settled at $68.24 a barrel. And in currency trading, the US dollar edged higher today, selling for $132.96. The Canadian dollar also traded higher at $101.24. The pound is going for $172.42, while the euro is being sold for $153.40 on average. Now, the JSE index gained 800 points, while the junior market index also gained 10 points. Stocks posting gains today include C2W Music, Derrimont Trading, Elite Diagnostics, General Accident Insurance Company, Honeybun, Jamaica Broilers, and Knutsford Express Services. On the losing side were AMG Packaging and Paper, Berger Paints, Cargo Handlers, Epley, Fosrich, Jamaica Producers, Kingston Wharves, Lasco Distributors, and Mayberry Investments. And that wraps up the Financial Week. I'm Herman Green. Good evening.